Welcome back to the Reload Bench. In my line of work, I sometimes have to deal with electricity. And at my work, they require that employees that deal with electricity above a certain voltage have training to get a certain rating, an internal kind of work rating. This is a company thing, not an OSHA thing. This is above and beyond OSHA standards in order to safely work with that electricity. More or less, they're trying to ensure that there's additional safety training for people who work with this electricity so that they are less likely to deal with something, say, like arc flash. So I've taken the training course, I've taken the written exam, and tomorrow I have to take the practical aptitude test where I demonstrate what I've learned. Now, in addition to the training and the testing, my company has also purchased for me a new multimeter, and they'll be paying every year to have it calibrated. They've also purchased for me insulated tools. These are tools that have insulation around them so that you can work on live circuits. You might see electricians use this sort of thing. They've also provided for me PPE, personal protective equipment. When I first started there, they got me several FR, fire-rated shirts with the company logo on there because they told me at some point I would have to take the training to get this rating. Recently, they've purchased for me 2 pair of fire-rated carpenter jeans, and then they asked me about my safety boots. Every year, my company gives me money to purchase a new pair of safety boots. Whatever they don't cover, I can pay the difference, so I can get whatever kind of boots that I want. But the boots that I'm wearing right now, my Belleville Desert boots, the ones that I'm doing videos on where I'm evaluating the boots, I'm also evaluating socks with the boots and insoles for the boots, do not have an EH, an electrical hazard rating. So my company said, buy whatever boots you want. So in looking for some safety boots with an EH rating, I decided to go with something that I haven't had for a long time. And that's what I'll be talking about in this video. In case somebody else out there is looking for a quality safety boot to wear at work or in other environments like hunting, hiking. Really, you can wear these things around the house. They're that comfortable. But if you're looking for a heavy-duty boot that kind of does it all, these might be the boots you're looking for. So what I have here is a box from Red Wing Shoes. I went online to order the boots. I did actually look for these particular boots at local Red Wing stores. None of them had it in stock, so I just ordered the boots and had them shipped to work. So it's just a cardboard box with the Red Wing Shoe logo on there. It says established 1905. So let me just go ahead and open the flap on this box, open up the lid here. I'll show you what I've got. Just take out the boots. There's a little bit of craft paper in here to protect them. And I wonder if this is an inspection label. Oh, there's just a piece of tape on the inside. Microban. Okay, so maybe this is something they put in there for storage. Also inside the box was this piece of paper. There's, on one side it says Red Wing Waterproofing, and it describes their waterproofing system. And on the back, it's in, I'm guessing that's French. So it's a bilingual sheet talking about the Red Wing brand of waterproofing. What I have here are their LoggerMax boots. This is the style 2117 Logger boot. Now there is also a style 2120. The only difference between that and this, other than price, is those do not have insulation. And I'll talk about that in a minute here. So these are men's 9-inch waterproof insulated safety-toed boots. Now, about 18 years ago, I purchased a pair of these, the only Red Wing boots I've ever owned. And I loved them. They were great. They were actually recommended to me by somebody. I purchased them at a local Red Wing store, and I would bring the boots back every few months where they would clean them and condition them. So my experience with my Red Wing Logger boots was great. I wore them at work. I wore them at home. I got 3 years out of the boots before I finally wore them out. I've never gotten a pair of work boots to last 3 years. They were the most comfortable boots I've ever had, the most durable. I can't say anything bad about them, other than for some people the price may put them off. They're not cheap, they're not inexpensive, and also the fact that if you don't like to order things online, there may not be a Red Wing shoe store near you, or they may not have it in stock. These are something that might be in stock, or you might have to special order. One nice thing about Red Wing boots is if you have big feet or wide feet, they're likely to have something for you. Other boots might not have your size, but Red Wings has a lot of different sizes to include really big feet. Now, something different about these boots than the boots that I purchased 18 years ago is that these boots are imported. Those boots back then were made in America, and that is something that Red Wing Shoes does offer. They do have 100% made in America boots and shoes. They've also got made in America with foreign parts, and then they have imported like these. So I am kind of disappointed that these boots are no longer 100% made in America. Now, I don't plan to do any follow-up videos on these boots, but I might if I have a situation with them where maybe they fall apart, because I've noticed that sometimes when things get shipped overseas, the quality goes downhill. I don't expect that out of these. As a matter of fact, Red Wings have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not happy with the boots, you can return them within 30 days, no questions asked, and they have a 12-month warranty. If you do wear out your boots, you can send them in to be repaired. They've got, if you go to their website and you look under the repairs page, they actually have prices for different repairs they'll do to your boots. And they also have care instructions listed with each boot. So whatever one you're looking at, if you go down to the bottom, there'll be some care instructions you can just click on, and it'll tell you what to do in order to maintain these, in order to clean them and condition them. Red Wings does sell cleaning supplies and conditioners and things like that. So there's a lot more to them than just boots. If you go on their website, you can find other things, which I'll be talking about here in just a minute in the video. But let me go over a few of the features on these boots. So these have a non-metallic safety toe. They're waterproof. They have 400 grams of Thinsulate Ultra insulation. They are slip resistant. You can see they've got a Vibram sole, and they have a Goodyear welt. They also have an electrical hazard rating, and all of the ratings on these boots are ASTM safety ratings. In addition to the boots, I ordered a few accessories. So let me go ahead and open up this padded envelope with my buck 285. I actually ordered these separate from the boots. I ordered them after the fact. So what I have here are the Premium Work Medium Weight Crew Socks. These are in olive, and they're made in the USA. So these are made out of merino wool, and I thought I would wear them with the Red Wings boots just to see how comfortable they are. I'm not really going to do an evaluation on these per se, but maybe if I have some sort of issue with them down the road, I'll make a short video on them. You can see they've got the word Red Wing sewn into the toe, and they're just kind of like an olive and white kind of pattern. Additionally, I purchased Red Wing footbeds. These are insoles. So this is their ComfortForce. I got an XL to match the size of the boot. And these are also made in the USA. Now, it says that they've got a molded arch and a low-profile heel cup for support and stability. So I used to purchase Red Wings cotton crew socks when I had my first pair of logger boots. And something interesting is that the owner of the store would give me free socks anytime I wore holes in them. So it was a really good deal. They were made in America and very comfortable. But recently, I've been trying out merino wool socks, and I've been pretty happy with them. So I don't know if back in the day they were making merino wool socks at Red Wings, but I'm glad they are now because I'm really interested to try these out for comfort. As far as the insoles, I know I did not use Red Wing insoles with my first pair of logger boots. I just used whatever insoles at that time I was using with my desert boots. It was probably the ones that I was buying at Walmart, the Herman Survivors. But I have to say that my experience with their socks, I mean, they were really good socks. It took a while to wear them out, even though they were cotton. And just my overall customer experience with Red Wing shoes at the local store, and just the comfort I had with the boots, and just how well they were made, how durable they're made. I'm thinking that sort of quality is probably in these insoles. Now these are thin insoles. The heel is thicker than the toe, but I mean these things are really thin. On the back, the pattern is like a forest green with kind of a tan in the center here, where it's reinforced for comfort, and that's exactly what it says here, ComfortForce. But I'm kind of curious as to how well these are going to do being so thin. Now there are holes drilled up here underneath where the toe would be, so I'm guessing that's for maybe ventilation. And the material on the top is very smooth. So I might do a video where I come back and talk about these, if they made my feet sore, or if they were really comfortable, or if they wore out, how long it was before I replaced them. So I'll be putting these in the boots, and I'll be wearing the Red Wing socks with them. I'll be wearing other socks with them at other times, but I won't be using any of the socks that I'm doing evaluations on right now. I've got 2 different sock evaluations going on, and I want to keep those separate for consistency. So you might see a video in the future, you might not, but I just thought I would go ahead and present these as an option. If somebody wants a good pair of working boots, hiking boots, hunting boots, just all around boots that pretty much have every rating on them. These are comfortable in the summer, they're comfortable in the winter, they're waterproof, and even though the boots aren't made in America anymore, the socks, the insoles, and some of the other accessories Red Wings has are. So if you're looking for something like that, and you've never had Red Wing shoes before, Red Wing boots before, it might be something you want to look into. Thanks for watching.